Hello, welcome to the show. Again, my name is Karynn. Today was a great day. Today was such a great day. Dave, my husband, and I got our first dose of the vaccine. There were no problems, not many side effects. They just told us to drink a lot of fluids, and if the arm hurt where the shot was, you could take some Tylenol. And I am so happy. In about 4 weeks we'll get our second shot. It's such a relief. People, please get vaccinated. Then you'll see how much calm and relaxed you become, because there's a good chance that you will not have COVID-19. I've been watching a little bit of the news today, and what they're discussing is the border crisis. Well, they have people coming in. This is what I would do, and I shared this with President Biden earlier today. I sent him a note. At the border, don't turn them back. I ask, what are they leaving? There's so many people coming to America. America is a fantastic country to live in. They're walking miles and miles, hundreds of miles, to live a life we live. My thoughts on this: don't turn anyone away. Let's have them help us be the best country of all countries ever. Let them come to the border. Do not separate the families. We'll bring them on camps, big areas, farmland, big farmland. Let them farm, do some farm, and raise vegetables and cattle and pigs, and let them work the grounds. Let them plant vegetables and all these, and put them on a campground. Give them a house like the size of a regular trailer, a small house to live in with the family. Let them work. Let them go do gardening and create food for us. Have them work in meat packages stores. Maybe in meat packages companies. And I talked to, that was my concern, because the people in those meat packaging companies, they were dying. They didn't have proper PPEs for them to stay safe. I asked them to stay there, work under very poor conditions, protecting them from the virus. But they stayed working despite the risk of acquiring COVID or possibly dying from COVID. Thank you. They stayed there so that we would not go without food, and no one would be hungry. They risked their lives to feed us. Let's look into these companies. I recommend smaller companies, marketing places, and really have a nice clean environment for them, and let them have let them do the physical work that us white people can't do. Let them help us have food. And then once American people are fed, then go out and give food to other countries in need. But our country comes first. Out in my presence, our countrymen will come first above all others. And that's what ex-President Trump did. America came first. The reason why I want to be the country that feeds all other countries, because we will be powerful giving them some food to keep them alive, keep them healthy. And with that in mind, less chance of these countries having any kind of attack on our soil, because we're providing them with food, and that is powerful. Hopefully in our country no one's experienced hunger pains, and that in the future, with my leadership, I do not want anyone to go hungry at night. So those are my thoughts on that. With the border crisis, you have a section where the cars come through. Let's create a section to let the people come in and house them. Don't put them in cages. And it's ironic that Mr. Trump put people in cages. Well, not to do that anymore. Mr. Trump says that President Biden is doing a poor job with the border crisis. No, he's not. He's a humanitarian, a human being, with feelings, emotions. He doesn't want bad things happen to the children and their families. And he's not going to separate the mother from the child. And let them live on farms and let them grow crops for us. I saw Mexicans put a roof on a house. Us white people can't do that anymore. Let them help us to make our country a phenomenal country above all other countries. So you have a separate section for people coming in. Provide a little bit of housing for them. You could put up an apartment building. They could live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Very simple. I live in low-income housing. That's what you have to do. Give them a room with a way to cook and have everything right there. It's very comfortable living, and it's not expensive to provide the necessary needs to live. That's my suggestion. House them like that at the border, and then once everything's squared away, you could bus them to locations on the farms and let them learn how to read and write, learn to speak English. This is English country. We speak English. Let them learn how to speak English. I pray one day no one, no child, no one at all ever goes hungry or is in a starvation or is in starving themselves because they don't have food. Food is powerful, and you could control another country quite easily if you take their food away from them. Isn't it great the government's giving us a $1,400 stimulus package? And then that would mean the government gave the lower income $2,000. That will help us all. There's a woman who had enough money to go out for breakfast. She was thrilled. She said she was rewarding herself. I think the people in politics, the country senators and the Congress and the president, really don't have a concept of what us, the average person, how they're living and all. How being able to stop and have a breakfast is a big deal. I think the Congress and the senators are lacking the understanding of us having nothing. Nothing. Barely making ends meet. Do you buy food or do you buy gas? I don't think the government understands what it is to go without. Me, as a leader, I have spent many years in low-income housing, and I got to see how they live. And no one should live like that. We're gifted. We are gifted. We are gifted for having a house, a place to stay, instead of out and have no place at all to stay. No house, no home, no condominium. So they're thankful. These people are thankful for being in low-income housing. We need to provide more low-income housing, especially to the mentally ill. We have to help them have a better life. A better life. And it's happening. We are getting medical treatment. We're getting insurance. We're getting coverage in vision, coverage in dental. Thank you, government. But with my husband, he has his own insurance. He pays about $300 a month. $300 a month just for basic medical insurance. What is, Dave, what is your max before they kick in?
About $3,500.
So he has to extend out $3,500 before you get help from the insurance? $3,500.
Yep, that's my deductible.
So you pay $200 or so each month for
insurance.
For his premium.
Yep.
But once you reach $3,500, that's when the insurance company comes in?
Yeah. That's because of the premium tax credit. Otherwise, I'd be paying $1,300 a month with a huge deductible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Say that again now?
That's because of the premium tax credit.
Because of the premium tax credit,
Obamacare.
Also known as the Obamacare,
I would pay.
He would pay
$1,300 a month.
$1,300 a month.
And still have a $3,500 deductible.
And still have a $3,500 deductible. Unheard of. We have to help the working poor. I had my own business. I didn't make much money. Actually, I was losing money each month. I couldn't pay my bills. At that time, my insurance was $1,200 a month. And I had to pay my medication. There was another $1,500 a month. I had to go on medical insurance. I had to go on Social Security. I no way physically I could support myself. So that's what I wanted to discuss with you today. Have an area for the people to come in. Set up apartments, let them stay there until everything's squared away, paperwork, everything like that. And then send them out to do physical, hard labor work for us. The work that a white man cannot do. So I think that's about all I wanted to talk about. Time. 13. Anything else, you could contact me if you'd like. I don't know how. I could give you my email. I could give you my Gmail, my email address, and that's Karynn Weinstein 1 at gmail.com. Karynn Weinstein 1 at gmail.com. So contact me. I'm here. I'm a leader, and I want to do what's best for the American people. I have thoughts how Mr. Trump was as president. I'm going to take his ways, ideas, and apply them to make sure us Americans come first. All of us. Thank you, everybody. You may contact me. I'm here to help you to live a better life. For each of us to help one another to lead a good life. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you.